If you live in Florida, you already know that severe weather isn't a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Welcome to this explainer, where we are going to break down exactly how Tampa Bay homeowners can successfully navigate the state's Hurricane-Hardening grant program. Let's look at how you can leverage the My Safe Florida Home program to properly protect your property.
Okay, let's just dive right into the big question. Could you qualify for 10 grand to hurricane-proof your home? The state of Florida has actually allocated over $405 million to help you protect your biggest investment. That is a massive pool of money just sitting there waiting to be used. But here's the catch. Getting those funds requires following some pretty strict rules. It isn't just free money handed out without oversight. It's a highly structured process, and honestly, one little misstep can cost you your place in line. Here's our game plan for today. 1. The MSFH grant opportunity. 2. Eligibility and priority groups. 3. Inspections and approved improvements. 4. Funding rules and structure. And 5. The first choice roofing advantage.
Section 1. The MSFH grant opportunity.
So what does this program actually offer you? Well, the My Safe Florida Home program is designed to provide you with a fantastic two-part benefit. First, an expert comes out to your house completely free of charge and performs a professional wind mitigation inspection to evaluate exactly how well your home can stand up to high winds. They're going to look at your roof, your doors, your windows, the whole exterior. Then, based directly on that exact report, the state offers you grant money to fix those specific vulnerabilities.
Now, before you start shopping for impact windows, you have to check these 4 core criteria. This determines if your home is even allowed through the front door of the program. You must live in a site-built single-family home or townhouse. It has to be your primary residence with an active homestead exemption. Also, the original building permit has to have been issued before January 1, 2008, because newer homes are already built to much stricter codes. And finally, your home must be insured for $700,000 or less, though keep in mind low-income applicants are completely exempt from that specific value cap.
Section 2. Eligibility and priority groups.
Once your home actually qualifies, the state looks at you, the homeowner, to decide your place in line. Applications are processed strictly in this order, which means high-income households are largely excluded, prioritizing the funds for those who need the most. Group 1 is low-income homeowners who are 60 and older. Group 2 is low income of any age. Group 3 shifts to moderate income for those 60 and older, and Group 4 is moderate income of any age. You'll be assigned to one of these groups, and you just have to wait for your specific window to open before your application can move forward.
This right here is absolutely crucial because there's a massive financial difference based on your tier. Moderate income earners split the bill, while low-income earners can get up to 10 grand completely free. If you are moderate income, the state provides a 2-to-1 match. You put in $1, they put in 2. But if your household qualifies as low income, meaning you make 80% or less of your county's median income, you literally don't have to match a single penny. The state will cover 100% of the approved costs, right up to that $10,000 maximum.
Moving right along to Section 3. Inspections and approved improvements. Think of this as your absolute must-follow roadmap. Skipping a step is the absolute fastest way to lose your spot on the waiting list. You create an account, get that free inspection, and then pay attention to this. You must complete the prioritization questionnaire. Astoundingly, over 30,000 homeowners got their free inspection but completely forgot that questionnaire, basically stalling their progress dead in its tracks. After that, you wait for official approval. Only then do you hire a licensed contractor.
So what can you actually spend this money on? Well, it's pretty strict. Only improvements specifically recommended on your free inspection report from this exact list will be authorized. You can't just pick and choose a random home improvement. The inspector might say you need stronger roof-to-wall connections like clips and straps, improved roof deck attachment, a secondary water resistance barrier under your shingles, opening protection like impact-resistant windows, or heavy-duty exterior and wind-rated garage doors. If it's on the report, the grant covers it.
Now, you definitely need to be aware of the no-swap rule. You cannot use state funds for an aesthetic upgrade if your home is technically already protected. So let's say you have those old heavy metal hurricane shutters that currently meet code. The state is not going to give you 10 grand to swap them out for those beautiful, clear impact windows. This program is strictly about taking vulnerable homes and making them safe, not upgrading homes that are already sufficiently hardened.
Section 4. Funding rules and structure.
Okay, if you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, make it this. Work must absolutely not begin before your grant is officially approved. If you jump the gun and have a contractor start even a day before you have that official approval letter in the portal, you forfeit every single penny of the grant. I know you might be eager with hurricane season looming, but if a hammer swings on your property early, you will be paying out of pocket for the whole thing. Patience is literally highly profitable here.
So, how do you get the absolute most out of this matching system? Because the state reimburses 2/3 of the project cost for standard matching grants, your total project basically needs to cost at least $15,000 to unlock that full $10,000 state maximum. For example, if your project costs $9,000, the state pitches in $6,000 and you pay $3,000. To hit that $10,000 ceiling, your total invoice needs to be sitting right around $15,000.
Finally, Section 5, the First Choice Roofing Advantage.
Once you have that approval letter, you have a big decision to make about who does the work. By Florida law, a roofing-only contractor is only legally permitted to do roofing. But if your grant report recommends impact windows, a new garage door, and structural roof-to-wall straps, a roofer simply isn't legally allowed to do all of that. Choosing a duly licensed company, one that holds both building and roofing licenses, means you won't have to juggle 3 different contractors. They are legally qualified to do the whole shebang.
This is exactly where First Choice Roofing Inc. stands out. Their dual credentials allow them to execute your entire project flawlessly from the roof all the way down to the garage door. They are a certified building contractor and a certified roofing contractor. Plus, they've been handling My Safe Florida Home project since the program first launched back in 2006. With nearly 20 years dedicated locally to the Tampa Bay area and holding elite certifications like Owens Corning Preferred and GAF Weather Stopper, they are uniquely positioned to handle the full scope of authorized improvements under one roof.
Now here's a quick but important disclaimer. As of 2024, the state lets you choose any properly licensed Florida contractor. They actually got rid of those old authorized vendor lists. That means you're trusting a contractor's proven track record, not a special government list. First Choice Roofing doesn't claim to be state-endorsed or program-approved because, well, nobody is anymore. Instead, they let their nearly 2 decades of hands-on program experience do the talking.
So if you're a homeowner in the Tampa Bay area, specifically in Pasco and Hernando counties, and you're ready to get this moving, your smartest next step is a free consultation. Just give them a call at 727-847-7663 or visit firstchoiceroofers.com. Whether you're just starting the application, waiting on your priority group window, or you have your approval letter in hand and need an expert to get to work, reach out to them.
That wraps up our explainer. Remember, these state funds are literally just sitting there for the taking, provided you play strictly by the rules. Apply, submit that questionnaire, wait for the green light, and hire a contractor licensed for the full scope of your project. The only thing left to ask is, with up to $10,000 on the table and hurricane season looming, can you afford to let bureaucratic red tape stop you from protecting your family?